Good boy. Boy. Alright, shake, 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 shake. Shake it. Shake it. Hey guys, Doug here. I'm up on a tree. My boy around here somewhere, old Finnegan. But we've been trying to get back in this bush, and I think I can do it, but I can't make Finnegan do it. We've had so much rain this week, it's been ridiculous, and snow. It's freezing cold. The dog's wet, my feet are wet, so I think we're just gonna come in short and set up a little day camp and make some lunch. The only drawback is you're going to hear the highway. I was hoping to get far back in there, but that's not going to happen. So we'll just keep on trucking until we find somewhere to sit, and we'll have a little chat. This video is the Show Your Steak video. Kind of happy to be part of this. This was started by Haze Outdoors, and I was tagged in it by Joe Robinet, and I will tag others after I eat today. So stick with me, and we'll find somewhere to hunker down and make some lunch. He's got so many burrs. So many birds. He's going to have a great brushing out at home. A lot of crazy hiking, really pushing through. The water was cutting us off, so we had to go through all these different things, and the rose bushes and burrs and whatnot. I'm sweating to death, so I better lose a layer to cool down. But I wanted to explain my layer first. I went back and I watched Haze Outdoors video, and he made mention of the fact that he liked to blend into his surroundings. He's wearing a camo jacket, and then once he got set down, he took his coat off, and I had to laugh, but yet there was part of me that wanted to be just like him. So I hunted all over town, and I found me a Kraken jumper. I got me a Kraken jumper to wear. So my wife thought I was crazy, but I was went to all the second-hand stores just to fit in. Well, I'm sure, as you've guessed it, the Show Us Your Steak challenge requires steak. So I went to the market yesterday and I got a steak and some mushrooms I'm going to grill up, but I'm going to keep it on the smaller scale. I'm going to keep my fire contained in my monster family-sized twig stove. Oops. This stove is the Little Bug Senior. Real good size, just a little fire container, really, fire ring. But look at the muck here. It's just so wet. I'm gonna have to put some wood down here in the bottom first before, but I gotta go find some first. So let's go. The beauty is, you don't need really super big pieces, just a whole bunch of smaller pieces. Beautiful. See the spalting, but it's good wood in there, but it's just starting to spalt a little bit. Pretty. I got pretty lucky with some of these. See where this tree got knocked over? I loosened all the fibers. And I just got some real nice kindling thanks to this tree getting knocked over. Okay. Some birch bark saved here. There. All right, if you see my my wood here, I've got lots of little dry splinters. I got some branches, and then I got some big pieces here. So, got my little flint and steel, little fishy. Flint, and a little piece of terra cloth. That. Okay. Try and put that right in this little bundle with the small shavings and birch bark. See if we can get a fire going here. hot. Hot, hot, hot. Ah. There we go. The rest of these shavings on. I think we did it, Finn. I think we did it. Okay, we'll get that going. Put some bigger stuff in. Maybe we'll have a coffee while we're waiting for coals. Very good. Good stuff. Still waiting for some coals to build up, but in the meantime, I guess we should talk a little bit about this men's mental health issue. So the whole purpose of this challenge, or show us your steak, it's not really a challenge, it's kind of enjoyable, but the whole purpose is for to raise awareness for men's mental health. I was gonna say, personally, I don't have a lot of experience in this area, but then I got thinking about it and going, hokey smokes, I'm the poster boy for men's mental health. I grew up with ADHD, but at the time it was never labeled ADHD. It was always Doug's got ants in his pants, and could never focus on anything, and always getting in trouble. And that's transferred all through my life. Even in high school, I turned 16 and I just left. I couldn't do anymore. But I turned all my focus and energy into work, and I built my first house when I was 19. From the footings, I laid the blocks for the basement, framed the whole thing, roofed it, built the whole house, and then I ended up doing that 9 or 10 times between 19 and 30, and that really kept me busy and kept me out of trouble. But then after that, this is why I'm so happy to have found carving. That it's something that could really keep me focused and keep my hands busy and stay home. So I guess beyond the ADHD, I got another story. I'll save it for a minute, but I don't have a lot of experience with men's mental health, other than some friends of mine. I've lost a couple to suicide. I got another buddy who just walks around town now, who doesn't know who I am, and it's serious business. And there's no reason in this day and age that you can't just go talk to somebody. There's lots of help out there. I'm going to pass on the links that were given to me in the description, and if you are suffering in any way, depression is huge. This is really a men's challenge, but ladies, you can be part of it too. But the men have so many stresses and pressures on them, and depression is just rampant. Everybody's getting medicated for everything in this busy, hectic life that we live. So this is a great challenge to raise awareness and to talk to somebody before you do anything drastic, or if you need help, there's people you can talk to, and it's okay to talk about. So I thought I would I'll tell you my one story about myself, which actually I don't mind telling it because I get a kick out of it. So I'm not sure how old I was. It was probably 20 years ago, late 20s anyway. And like I said earlier, I was building houses at nighttime after work, and just running myself ragged. And the one night I was building, I think I was trimming a house, and I needed a power planer. And this had been after about 3 or 4 months of working till midnight every night on the house, and I needed a power planer. It was in one of the other work trucks, so I hopped in my truck. I'm just gonna race over there to grab the power planer, and I got halfway there, and I had this tingly feeling in my head, and I got thinking about, what is that? And then these waves of I can't describe it, but just these waves started passing over me of these cold tingles and shivers, and then my heart just started racing and just pounding, and then my legs started tingling, and it was hard to breathe, and I'm going, what is going on? And I was driving at the time, and I was getting so worked up, I didn't know what to do. I couldn't hardly feel my legs anymore. I had my window rolled down, had my head out the window trying to breathe, and again, just this dizzying chills of these shivers were just kind of washing over me, laying right down, and I was like, this is insane. And then I could feel my chest was beating so bad it started to hurt, and I was just getting myself all worked up. And I was driving by a buddy's house, and I was like, I'm going to stop here. And I thought, no, you can't stop here. You're having a heart attack. If you stop here, you're going to follow the truck and you're going to be dead. So I kept on going. I'm going straight to the hospital. And I made it to the hospital, pulled in there, had my head out the window, just trying to breathe. I got out, stumbled around the truck, and the emergency doors came open, and I come falling into the hospital because my legs were all like just shaky and terrible. I walked in the hospital, I'm like, I'm having a heart attack, and I just got swarmed by these doctors and nurses, and then they threw me down and wired me up and put pills in my mouth, and I'm laying there. I'm going, oh great, this is it. I'm dying. It's all over. And then they were gone. And then I was laying there. I was like, well, where'd everybody go? Why would they leave me if I'm having a heart attack? And then I started thinking about it, and I'm going, oh, well, there's that chill again. And then it started building again. And it built, and then I'm going, hey, I'm having a heart attack. And they come back in there, and they check me all out again, and then they left again. I'm like, what is going on? I'm dying, and nobody cares about me. I'm dying here. And anyway, my wife had come in and made arrangements with kids, and everyone's all upset. And then the doctor came back in and said, you need to go home now and just relax, calm down. You're okay. There's nothing wrong with you. But I made an appointment. You come and see your family doctor in the morning. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm not dying. So I went home that night and couldn't sleep, but went to the doctor in the morning, and he told me that I had a panic attack, like anxiety attack. I had just overdosed on adrenaline basically, and had too much on the go, too stressed out, too much worry and everything in my life, and then I just needed to relax. But he would give me a medication, but I said no, I'm not doing that. If that's all it is, I'm not doing it. But I'll tell you, from that day on, well, once a day I would have one of these little attacks. But now that I knew that I wasn't dying of a heart attack, I would just say, oh Doug, don't be so stupid, and I'd busy myself with something else and not think about it. And that's what it was. It was all in my crazy head, and I could play with it even. I could sit there and say, oh, it's starting, oh, and I could let it build up, and then I could shut it down. And so I'm very fortunate, and it lasted about 3 months, and like I said, 20 years ago, haven't had that problem since. But a lot of people are having it today. So I'm just sharing my story because that's all I got. I don't have anything more dramatic, but it was that was an experience, and I'm glad it didn't turn out to be more. But there are lots of people out there, and there's help. You can talk to people, and just don't go do anything stupid. So that's my little story on men's mental health, and I always get a kick out of it telling it, because I'm like, I didn't get to do all my actions, but when I went in the hospital, like, I'm having a heart attack and blah blah. But anyway, I'll save that for a campfire sometime. So that's my story, and that's what this challenge is about: raising awareness for men's mental health. So, that said, it's time to cook a steak. I should say though, for my ADHD, other than getting in a lot of trouble as a kid, I don't regret it at all. I think I think I need it for my creativity. It sounds funny, but it keeps me busy and focused, and I'm always thinking of different things and jumping at all different projects. Last night, for example, I told my wife, I went downstairs to grab something out of my camping box, and my workshop is downstairs. I went to grab something out of my camping box. I was packing my bag, and an hour later I came up with this little cutting board that I thought, oh, I'm grabbing this. I should, I need a plate. I should make a plate. Oh, I got a piece of wood. I'll go make it. And then bang, bang, bang. And then I made a walnut cutting board. An hour later I come upstairs, and Sophie says, what are you doing? And I said, I don't know. I went down to grab something out of the camping box, and I made a steak board. So that's kind of funny. But steak. we're gonna have some steak, boy. I got a big, fat filet mignon wrapped in bacon here. Smoosh her out. Yeah. That's gonna be good. I got some mushrooms to fry up too. I'll wait till that steak gets going a little bit more. I'm gonna have to probably keep a little small flame in the bottom because it's a little bit higher. I did use a nice maple hardwood, but that heat's got to get up a ways, so I'll keep a small flame on the bottom, but not too much. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bacon's falling off. I gotta get some spice on that baby. I should have done it before. Steak's just about ready. But I want to grill up some mushrooms to go with it. So I'm going to try and just kind of keep it on the edge here, keeping it warm. We'll get that fry pan warmed up and get some mushrooms fried up. Some grapeseed oil. It's got a lot lower burning points. One more. Okay. All right, guys, it's time. I'm ready for it. Lost my bacon off my meat. But look at that. Mushrooms. So I like my steak medium to the rare side, I guess. See what she looks like. There you go, Finn. Toothpicks. Not bad. Maybe a little. Maybe a little overcooked, but still nice and pink in the middle. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's all a piece here. Oh. Now it's worth waiting for. put some mushrooms up here. Beautiful. Wow. That's so good. Go on. That's okay. Nice, soft. Nice. Good boy. I could do a challenge like this every day. My bacon. Anyway, big shout out to Haze for putting out this challenge and raising awareness. It's a great idea. Why not? We're all a community and we should work together and help each other out when we can. Softly, nice and soft. Take it. Soft. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, good boy. Before I finish my meal here, I want to take the time to tag two other guys. So I'm going to tag my brother Carl, who is CL Outside. He's got a YouTube channel and does a lot of fishing. So if you're into that, go check him out. CL Outside. Doug Outside, CL Outside. It's my big brother Carl. And the other fella is old buddy Scrambled O. We're going to hook him in with this one and get him back doing videos. So Scrambled O, you're tagged. So Scrambled O and CL Outside. I'll put their links in the description, along with the other awareness, men's mental health awareness links. And go bug them, harass them to get out there and make a stake. Watch their videos, encourage each other, and we'll keep this train rolling. So I'm going to get back to my meal here with my old buddy boy Finnegan, and I will catch you on the next one. See you later. Like my sweater? This will be part of the challenge from now on.